All right, everybody, hello. Hope you guys are having a good week so far. It's only Tuesday. All right. Oops. I'm gonna put this on. Hi, Cherry. Forgot the mic on. Hi, Gisela. Hope everybody's doing good. Hello, Kim. Hi, Nancy. All right, you guys. People are getting on. Hello, hello. Okay. So things that are coming up here. We have Baby Lock Club tomorrow. I think so. Tomorrow. Kate has her virtual Learn to Quote with Your Serger on Friday. That is coming up. And then we have our Floriani Club. And then I know the next week we're kind of really getting ready for our Castle Rock show. So it'll be craziness galore here in the store, I know. And we really, really, really hope that those of you that are going are going to stop by and say hi. So yes, I do have a giveaway for today. I don't know where he came from, but he is so cute. Isn't he cute? So this cute little teddy bear is going to go to Miss Linda Kellogg up in our Thornton location. Okay, so Miss Linda, I will put this in the bin up there for you, and congratulations. Okay, so today we are going to be working on another project from our Thanks, Peggy. I missed you guys all too. So we're going to be working on our next project for the kids' camp. So if you haven't heard, we are hosting a kids summer camp. It's 4 days long, and it's going to be hosted in each store. And so Littleton's will be at the end of June, and Thornton's will be at the end of July. And it's going to create 4 different projects. So we've got a bucket hat, a water bottle holder, and a towel backpack, and today's project, which is going to be a mesh coated zipper pouch. Thanks, you guys. And a mesh coated zipper pouch. So the zipper pouch is what we're going to be doing today. We do have a 4 project bundle for you guys, which has all the materials to do the 4 projects. Now, I will say, because I think there's a little bit of confusion, if you have a kiddo that's going to be signed up for this kids' summer camp class that's in the store, you will already have a kit assigned to you. Your kiddo will get that each project day by day. Guys, I will get to it in just a second, okay? Let me get this part out because I'll forget. So the kiddo is going to get each of their projects as we sew them in class. So that's part of your sign-up fee. Now, if you are somebody who's not local or somebody who can't make that kids camp happen, this bundle is there for you, so that you can, or I mean, if you are one of those awesome adults that just want to sew while the kids camp projects, this is for those of you that are not coming to the class. So I just wanted to make sure that that was cleared up because I think there was a little bit of confusion. So if you have signed up for the actual class itself, this is included. Okay? Okay, so yes, there are a lot of questions. Yes, I am in Littleton now, and will be managing the store here. So, lots of questions, I know, I'm sure everybody's like, what is going on? So, but that is what's going on. And I will see you guys every Tuesday. And if you miss me a lot, you can just call me here at the other store. Okay. So, but back to work. This is what, so again, it is $45 for this for project bundle. So Nancy, I know at one point it was opened back up. I don't know if we're back down, but it should be available now. Thanks, you guys. I really appreciate it. But Nancy, I try giving them a call if you haven't already. I think it had opened up. Okay. So once again, the bundle, if you're buying the bundle, is for those that are not in the store taking the class, which is why we're posting those instructions as we do each project. So today on the calendar for the events calendar, and for the zipper pouch. Okay, so let me grab that. So here is this mesh zipper pouch, super cute, super easy. Okay, and we're gonna sew. All right, so again, we have our zipper pouch. Or our zipper pouch. You're going to need a piece of the vinyl coated bag mesh. It's 9 by 11. We're going to need a 3 by 9 piece for our little front panel that goes just below like the zipper part. We're going to need a tiny little piece that's 1 by 5. This is going to become our zipper tie. And then we need a 2 by 5 piece, which is our side tab. Well, and then the more important part, you're going to need a zipper. Okay, so with all of those parts and pieces, we are going to do some pressing first. So I've got my little iron over here, nice and hot. Oh, I guess I can point to the project now and not to the ceiling. Okay. All right, so we've got our little panel piece, which again is 3 by 9. I would say 7's probably a good age. Okay, so we are going to fold this piece hot dog style with right sides together. So like this, and we're going to give, you could press it, I guess, if you wanted, but we're actually just going to stitch this one. Sorry, I jumped ahead just a smidge. We're going to sew this, and then we're going to do some pressing. Okay, so I'm just going to do a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance here, and we're going to follow the edge of my foot along the edge of my fabric. All right. Okay, so once we have our seam done here, then we're going to go over to the iron. So, move you guys back over. Sorry if I made anybody a little sick there. And we are going to turn this now right side out. Okay, and when we go to press this, we want to make sure our seam is kind of centered on one side. Okay. Kate, is there a corner poker outer thing over there? Got it all balled up on the inside. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so once you've got it sewn down the one side, you're going to turn it now right side out. Okay, and again, we're going to make it so that our seam is centered on one side. So I don't want the seam to be where our creases are going to be. It's just going to be right there in the center. Okay, so once we've got this little guy, then we're going to fold our 2x5 piece, which is again our side tab, and we're going to fold that wrong sides together, and we're going to make a crease in the middle. Okay, we're going to open this up, fold our raw edges in to that center. Press again. All right, and then I'm just going to fold in half one more time and give it one more good press. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing for our little 1x5 piece. So we're going to fold wrong sides together. Thanks, you guys. And then we're going to fold our raw edges in. On both sides. And then do one more long fold in half. Okay, have these two pieces folded. We are then going to stitch. So this little itty bitty guy, we're probably just going to do one stitch all the way down, one seam. Because it's really, really skinny. But on the other piece, we'll do one on each long side. Okay, so we'll do, okay, so one long stitch down the really skinny one, and two stitches along, or one stitch along each long side. I'm going to start on the folded side for this one, okay? Just to start holding everything in place. And I don't get bubbles. Okay, and I'm not going to do a full 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to do more of like an 1/8 of an inch. Just close to the edge there. Okay, and then again, this little guy is just going to be one stitch all the way down. Part of the hard part's keeping it folded. All right. So our little skinny tab, our zipper tie is going to be set aside. And the same thing with our little side tab here. We're going to come back to those. All right. So we've got our little zipper mesh panel here. Okay, and 2 inches down, which is right where my finger is, okay, I'm going to place the top fold of our little fabric panel here. Okay, so you're going to, from the 9-inch side, measure 2 inches down, and that is where the top of our little fabric panel is going to go. Then we're going to top stitch all the way around. We're going to top stitch this in place. And at this point, if you have like fabric glue, which I actually think I do, I don't know how well this is going to work on here, but let's try it. So here I've got the QS glue stick. You guys know I love this thing. Let's see if that helps at all. Okay, so then we're just going to top stitch on all. Along the 2 long sides. So again, those of you that are joining a little bit late, we are working on the next Kids Camp project. So this is the vinyl mesh zipper pouch. We do have kits for the 4 projects, but I will say that if you've got a young one that's coming to our kids camp, they are already assigned their kits, so you don't need to purchase a bundle if they're coming to the class. Okay, so once this is stitched down, we are going to take our zipper. We're going to put them right sides together. Okay, and because it's just a little hard to see things from this side, I'm going to flip it over just for visual purposes, and I'm going to put on, oh, I put it up here, here we go, a zipper foot that is actually coated in Teflon so that it kind of glides a little bit easier on the vinyl. Okay. Okay, so I did flip this over just so I could see like where my zipper teeth were. But it shouldn't be, you don't have to have the vinyl foot or the Teflon coated foot. It should go through just fine, but you never know sometimes. Okay, so once we have this piece on, I'm going to kind of finger press this, and let me move you guys a little bit so that, yes, that is the narrow Teflon zipper foot. Okay, so I'm going to finger press this so that the vinyl is pushed down and away from my zipper. Okay, so if I turn it over from the, and you guys can see it from the back, that really makes it so that my zipper is flat. I don't have it folded up like this. Okay, I want my zipper flat and all that excess pushed down towards, away from those zipper teeth. Okay, and then we're going to top stitch right along that folded edge. Okay. Then we're going to take our other raw edge, short raw edge of our vinyl, and we're going to fold it straight up, and we're going to align these sides of our vinyl to the top part of our zipper. And you're going to want to make sure that these edges line up on the sides here too. Okay, so don't make them all super crooked and things like that. Okay, so just make sure that they are all equal. And you're just going to stitch this one in place. Okay, so now we've kind of got this like little tubey looking thing. Okay, we're going to kind of turn this out really quick. I wonder if I just open the zipper, if it would. So if you unzip it a little bit, it will allow you to kind of turn it right side out. And really all that we're doing this for is so we can top stitch on the new side that we just added to our zipper. Okay, so I'm closing it back up so that we have it right sides out, and I'm going to finger press. Actually, we're going to open this up. So I think that'll be a lot easier. Okay, so we're going to finger press all the extra seam allowance down away from those zipper teeth again, and then we're going to top stitch along this fold. I want to do it this way. Okay, so again, we don't want that zipper to be folded back on itself. We want it to lay flat. Okay, so we're going to turn this back to where it's wrong side out. Okay, I'm going to close this. Okay, so then we're going to make it to where, you know, normally you would see a bag and the zipper's at the top. We're actually going to fold this down, and we're going to align our raw edges here to where our zipper is about an inch down. Okay, so that makes it so where we're opening it in the front of the zipper as opposed to the top of the zipper. Okay, and we're just going to align all of our raw edges. You can put a clip on. I had another one somewhere. Okay. And now we're going to open our zipper again. And then we're going to sew on the two open sides here. Okay. Actually, before we do that, we're going to take our little side pull piece. We're going to fold this in half. We're going to insert it with the fold inside the bag and raw edges to raw edges. Okay, then we're going to sew all the way down. And I think I'm going to change from my zipper foot back to my J foot. Oops, missed that guy. Okay. Okay, so just gonna sew down the edge here. And you could, I mean, you really could pull that zipper more towards the top or more towards the bottom. It kind of depends where you want that little decorative panel to be. Okay, then we're gonna do our other side. So for this project, the instructions for this project and the one that we've done previously, those are already up and online. We're going to give you guys those instructions as we do each project. So they don't come like in the kit or anything, but you will get them. Okay, so now once we have our two short sides stitched, we are going to, we're going to measure 3/4 of an inch up and in, and we're going to box these two corners down here at 3/4 of an inch. All right, so I'll grab my ruler and my marker. So half inch side throws me off every time. All right, so 3/4, 3/4, and then we'll do this side. All right. The first project was the water bottle holder, and I did that last Wednesday, I think. All right, Frixion pens are a little on the hard side to see. All right. And we're only going to do this on the bottom. Okay, so we're not going to do this above the zipper. Okay, then we can go ahead and trim our zipper off so that it's even. Oh, sorry guys, I didn't put you back on the machine. Okay, so I made my markings and I boxed my little corners at 3/4 of an inch. Now we can turn this right side out. Okay, which is actually way easier than it looks. Okay, and then we made this little itty bitty thing, and this one's gonna go into our zipper pull. How did Kate do hers? Yeah, it's through this little guy. Oh, goodness gracious, how did she get that in there? Okay, there we go. All right, and then you can either put your raw edges together and create a knot there, or you can just do one big knot at the end of the pull, just like that. Okay, and you've got a cute little mesh zipper pouch. See, so I did mine with the fabric strip a little bit lower. So I probably did closer to like 1/2 inch when I folded it down. And so I'm probably closer to like 1/2 inch, maybe 3/4 inch. And it really makes that fabric strip right at the bottom, where Kate did it, kind of pulled it a little bit further or less, maybe further, I don't know. And hers is more at like up in the middle. So totally same bag, 2 different looks. All right. So again, these instructions for this project are on the calendar page for today. And we will release the instructions for each project as we do them on Facebook, which we'll do them probably, I don't know if it's going to quite be once a week since we have our Castle Rock show tomorrow, but within the next couple of weeks, we will get the other 2 projects done. Okay. So thanks you guys so much. And, thanks Molly. And we will see you. Somebody will see you tomorrow. I don't even remember who it is. But hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day. Alrighty, thanks. Bye-bye.